Private Murgle. Repeat subsection 8 of Article 446 of the Emergency Powers Act.
Like I read any of that.
You'll have plenty of time to in solitary confinement. You'll stay there until you can recite every regulation by heart.
Oh, yeah?
Your next violation earns you a firing squad. Understand?
Okay. I'll get you.
Report to Provost Decker for processing. Get out of here. Apologies, Master Jedi. I know your order's stance on the Convict Legion. Ugly truth of the matter is, most of them shouldn't be outside a brig.
Convict Legion. All of these soldiers are prisoners?
Every trooper here has been condemned by the state for crimes that would make you retch. It's my duty to keep that in check. Provost Marshal Fidelton Rusk, Dead Man's Legion. What's this about?
Aygo told me you might be receptive to lending your army to our cause.
I heard he retired. You're telling me he's out with you and fighting Zakul? That's a better use for a leader of his caliber, but it doesn't change the facts. Chancellor Maiden has deployed the Dead Man's Legion to suppress a gang war for our Hutt allies. I can't entertain any appeals to take my army elsewhere until we've mopped up here.
Why is the Supreme Chancellor wasting troops on peacekeeping in Hutt space?
This operation ensures the Hutt cartel remains cooperative. The Republic doesn't need any more enemies right now. Our objective is to root out fugitives of the Black Sun Syndicate that fled Coruscant and establish themselves here. I need intelligence about their workings.
Any leads?
Aside from wandering the worst parts of town and shaking things up, we've got very little to go on. Getting our hands on information from Black Sun members themselves would be the most useful. But working underworld connections could be a force multiplier. If all else fails, we may have to rely on securing illicit goods to grease some palms.
If that's all we have to go on, we'll have to make do.
This will continue to act as my base of operations until our campaign is complete. Bring anything you find here.
Lead the way. You are so weird.
I have forces dispatched throughout Nar Shaddaa, but aside from rumors, we discovered little actionable intelligence.
My contacts have turned up some useful information.
Your contacts are good. This will be a huge help.
I found this on Black Sun members I encountered in the city.
These crooks don't seem to be big on record keeping, but their comm logs are proving useful.
I've brought something you should be able to bribe the locals with.
I can work with this. There's an information broker who will always talk with the right incentives.
Have you found your target yet?
Thanks to you, I have units across Nar Shaddaa waiting to move on Black Sun's holdings. The icing on the cake? We've learned where their kingpin runs the entire operation.
I see what the commotion is all about.
Final preparation is underway. I'm pulling together my strongest squads for a raid on the Black Sun headquarters. There's a spot for you, if you're interested. You've more than earned it.
Thank you, Rusk. I'd like to see this through.
I thought you might feel that way. Even among criminals, Black Sun has a reputation for extreme brutality. We don't know their numbers, but we can count on them being well fortified and bloodthirsty.
Even their smuggling operations on Coruscant were unnecessarily sadistic. They stitched the contraband inside their couriers.
We found worse here. We should be prepared to deploy any minute now. You ready?
Let's finish this.
Rally up, dead men. Operation Sunset is underway. This should help.
Well, what do we got here? Ain't them spineless huts come knocking, that's for sure. Some runty Jedi and a bunch of cannon fodder.
Safe to say this is the Ringleader?
Matches the description. The file says this one escaped from Bel Savis, so whatever he did to get in there is probably as sick as what he did to get out.
The best bits ain't written in anything but blood. Jedi. Always thinking you're gonna wave your hands and wipe the scum away. Till you meet a real cutter that don't scurry when you flick that light on. Just 'cause you was able to put some of those chumps on a leash don't mean we're gonna roll over for you. Black Sun ain't gonna be hitched to your little chain gang.
What do you mean by that?
Don't act dumb. We seen you dead men collaring gangsters all around Coruscant, pressing them into service. Never been one for slaving, but you dregs got a nice racket going.
Stow that nonsense. Making you pay back your debt to society is nothing like selling innocent people as property.
It's closer than I'm comfortable with.
It's not up to you. The Republic's policy is clear, as are my orders.
Rusk, your mission is to stop the gang war on Nar Shaddaa. Nobody said it had to be through force.
You should have brought this up before the operation was underway.
I ain't interested in your ball and chain act. Got something worth saying, spit it out.
Join my alliance. You and your gang could probably cause some real damage.
Causing plenty of damage here, and I ain't gotta listen to nobody trying to give me orders.
It's my deal, or the Dead Man's Legion takes you down.
Give me your best shot.
This should help.
Think that glow stick hurts? Try crushing a swoop ganger's neck while his buddies are digging in your guts with an oil can shank. Only need one lung to kill you. Just gotta catch my breath.
This one's not going anywhere. I'm going to give the go-ahead to the cleanup teams.
You hear that, Skadge? Last chance to cut a deal before your whole crew has to start taking orders from Rusk.
That's your angle? Work me over till you get what you want? I ain't that soft.
I can promise you, the dead men won't have trouble mopping up the rest of the scum. There's no need to get him to cooperate.
No offense, but he's more useful to me with his gang intact.
Think you're taking us over? Over my dead body.
You don't have to go with him, but you can't stay here. Join my alliance and you can still be boss of your own kingdom.
Fine. Got some guts to strong-arm me. I like what I see, maybe I don't spill them.
I'm not letting him out of here until he gives the order for his goons to pack in.
Listen up, cutters! We're done kicking the tar out of these wussy huts. Got me a better idea where to grab us some turf. Load up and grab us some ships. We're rolling soon as I wrap up some business. There. Happy, blue boy?
Let me be crystal clear. If you try anything, the massacre is going to be on your hands.
Dunno. Massacre sounds like my kind of party.
Save the bloodshed for Zakul.
Yeah, they'll get theirs once you tell me where to take my crew. Now get out of my place. Gotta do some packing.
Don't make me regret this.
I need to issue my report to command. We should return to headquarters. You Jedi never cease to amaze. My predictions for that engagement ending in a peaceful resolution were negligible. I can't help but feel like it's delaying the inevitable.
It's possible we could be a good influence on some of them. It's an opportunity to do something with their lives.
That's the purpose of the Legion. Except it's controlled, structured. Leaving that scum to their own devices puts a lot of people at risk. It's moot now anyway. You made your call. I'll be in touch after things are shored up here. The Legion will need a new objective, and I'm willing to hear what you're after.
It'll involve the Eternal Empire. That much you can count on.
Won't be a dull briefing then. Rally up soon.
Commander. I was just reading up on your newest recruit, Rusk. Excellent job in bringing him in. A brilliant soldier according to his records. First to volunteer for impossible missions, and somehow always gets the job done. He's certainly no stranger to being in the thick of it on the front line, or even behind it a lot of the time. His units have had high casualty rates.
He's used to risks and does what it takes to get the job done. He's exactly what we need.
At any rate, I should get back to it, Commander. Just wanted to say good job on this one.
Wow, Commander. Skadge. Got to admit I'm a little on the fence about this last one. I've worked with his type before, and it can go real wrong real fast. Take it from a smuggler with experience. Sometimes it's better just to shoot them before they have a chance to give you grief.
He'll be a useful tool. Some jobs require a sledgehammer. A big psychopathic sledgehammer.
I mean, sure, he's got the Black Sun wrapped around his finger, which is great. We've got access to their muscle, territory, and contacts, which will let us run some jobs through them where they're strongest, covering our own tracks better. And maybe I could have him watch over our riskier runs. Nobody in their right mind would mess with him, even if they tried. He'd just rip them apart. Know what? I take it all back. Maybe he'll wind up being more use than he is trouble. I just need to be real careful he doesn't get too bored.